हेलो, गुड इवनिंग, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। कल हमने आपको पढ़ाया था कि कंज्यूमर जो प्रेफरेंस है उसके बहुत सारे एक्शंस क्या है और कौन से बेसिस पे हमने एक जो प्रेफरेंस है दैट इज इन ह्यूमन बिहेवियर उसको हम फॉर्मलाइज कर रहे हैं। लेकिन उसमें एक स्टेप था मेरा दैट इज ऑन हाउ टू कंस्ट्रक्ट इंडिफरेंस कर्व, जो काफ़ी डिफिकल्ट है कभी कभी, पर इजी भी लगता है कभी लोगों को। लेकिन इजी जो है बहुत इजी है जो मैं बताऊंगा, लेकिन उससे एक हायर लेवल पे है जो मैं बताऊंगा। तो उससे पहले मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैंने एक वेबसाइट डिजाइन किया है, जिस वेबसाइट में मैं सारे जो मटेरियल्स वगैरह रखता हूँ दैट इज कम्प्लीटली फ्री। आप कम्प्लीटली फ्री से एक्सेस कर सकते हो। और मैं जो भी वीडियो बनाता हूँ उसके बगल में एक ये देता हूँ, प्रॉब्लम सेट देता हूँ। तो आपको वो प्रॉब्लम सेट प्रैक्टिस करना है। कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चंस बहुत सिंपल रहेंगे, कुछ क्वेश्चन जो है बहुत डिफिकल्ट रहेंगे। तो मैं वो डिफिकल्ट जो क्वेश्चन है दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन द लेक्चर, तो आपको वहाँ पे बैठना है और सोचना है कि इसको कैसे सॉल्व करें। ठीक है, तो अभी मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ कि इंडिफरेंस कर्व्स कैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट करें। ठीक है, सो पहले हम जो इंडिफरेंस कर्व कर लेंगे उसका लेंगे परफेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट। परफेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट, ठीक है। परफेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट आपको पता है, परफेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट का जो यूटिलिटी फंक्शन होता है, ठीक है, दैट इज ऑफ दिस फॉर्मेट ए एक्स प्लस बी वाई। सो एक्स इज ए गुड एंड वाई इज ए गुड, सो इट इज ए एक्स प्लस बी वाई। अगर आपको कोई बताए कि आपको कैसे उसका जो इंडिफरेंस कर्व प्लॉट करना है, ठीक है, तो आप देखिए पहले इंडिफरेंस कर्व प्लॉट करने से पहले आप एक दो एक्सिस प्लॉट करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, दैट इज हियर एक्स और दिस इज योर y। ठीक है, दिस इज योर x, दिस इज योर y। तो पहला स्टेप जो होता है मैंने आपको बताता कि ये जो आपकी यूटिलिटी फंक्शन है दैट इज ax प्लस by, आप उसको ना एक कांस्टेंट लेवल पे कर दीजिए। सपोज इट इज 1। नाउ यू कैन सी दैट हाँ हियर a एंड b आर ग्रेटर देन 0। सो हाँ देन यू कैन सी दैट y इक्वल टू 1 minus ax divided by b divided by b. So now you can see that y is a function of x, but it's a negative slope, but it's a straight line, right? So then accordingly you can see. Now if you take like then it will be like this, because when x is equal to 0 it is 1 by b. That means when x is equal to 0 this is where 1 by b. So now it goes to here. Now when y is equal to 0, similarly x is equal to 1 by a. 1 by a. You got it? Right, like this is the case. Now this is one indifference curve, right? Now similarly if you do one thing, right, if you do one thing, now you make it 2. Instead of 1 you make it 2. Then you will get that y equal to 2 by b minus a by b x. But you see, you have to see that here the slope remains same, right, a by b, but here the only thing that remains changing is that 2 by b. That means instead of 1 by b now it becomes 2 by b, and slope remains the same. So it's just like a parallel line like this. Now exactly if you make it 3 here, right, if you make it 3 here, it will reflect it here, so it will be like this. So you see that when you are, so what does this mean actually? The mean is that object utility, when you are making utility constant, now initially you made it 1, that means whatever the bundle that you will consume you will get happiness or the level of satisfaction 1. When you made it 2, that means whatever the satisfaction that you will get that on this line, that is 2. Similarly if you make it 3, then whatever the bundles that you are consuming here you will get 3. Okay, so this is the case that you have learned. So this is about perfect substitute. Perfect substitute is very easy, you can do it. Okay, now I will go to perfect complement. So now I go to perfect complements. So what happens in the perfect complement? So exactly we will have two goods, okay? That will be good x and good y. But here the utility function is like suppose minimum of by, right? Minimum of ax and by, like so, and where a and b are greater than 0. So here what happens in this case, so it looks a little bit complicated, right? But I will give you a technique that how you can draw the indifference curves. So first of all, let's take, like for example, here the trick is like this. Suppose just take the case of a equal to 1 and b equal to 1. Now this becomes, so your utility becomes minimum of x and y, right? X and y. So what happens here now, what happens here, like so now when this kind of utility function you will get minimum of this one, so you have to do a very simple thing. You just learn the technique. So whatever is there in this term, whatever there is in this term, you just equate them. So x is equal to y. Now can you draw this line x is equal to y? So x is equal to y will be this line, right? X is equal to y. Now once you got this line, you draw lines like this, right? So if x is equal to 1, 1, 1, 1 over. If this is equal to 2, 2 line like this. Now after that what you do actually, you remove all these things. Now whatever you get, that's the indifference curves. It's very, very easy. Now I will give you a little bit complicated formula. Now I will give you a little bit complicated formula, right? What is that? Suppose for example, your this utility function is minimum of 2x 3y. 2x and 3y. Then what you have to do? Again you have to equate it. That is 2x equal to 3y. Then you got y equal to 2 by 3x. Y equal to 2 by 3x. Now what you have to do here? Exactly, y equal to 2 by 3 by x. That means it is like this. Now, so now when x is equal to, suppose you make this is equal to, suppose the utility is 1. That means x is equal to 1 by 2. X is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Right. Now if you want to make it like here equal to 2, that means you equate this is equal to 2. That means x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 here. Okay. If you want to make it 3, then x is equal to 3 by 2. So now once you do this, then you just remove this line. Whatever that you get here is the indifference curves, right? This is very, very easy. But now I am going to, so this is a little bit complicated. This is not straightforward like a perfect substitute. So what you have to do is here, like you have to do is you have to use little technique to draw the indifference curves. Now I will teach you another complicated thing, right? Another complicated thing, what to do. Now suppose someone give you utility equal to x plus minimum of x y. Okay, x plus minimum of xy. How you can do it? How you can do it? So the technique that you have to be a little bit, you have to use this technique. Like first of all, you see, you have to use that formula that x is equal to y, right? X is equal to y. So once you get this, like x is equal to y, right, x is equal to y. Now you have to see that when x is, like, you have to see, like, when x is greater than y, when x is greater than y, suppose the utility function is 1, right? Suppose the utility function is 1. Now when x is greater than y, when x is greater than y, right, that means y is less, x is greater, is this area, right, this area. So when x is greater than y, then what you see is here, then the minimum of x and y will be y, that will be x plus y equal to 1, because minimum of x, y. So when x is there, in that case y is equal to x minus 1. Are you getting? In this case y is equal to 1 minus x. So there what you have to write is here, like this will be this line. Similarly, if you want to make it 2, it will be like this. If you want to make it 3, it will be like this. Are you getting? So this is the, see, you have to see, in this region x is actually greater than y. Therefore you are writing that x, therefore the minimum of xy will be y. So therefore you are writing this formula. Now what happens when you go to this area? So in this area what happens, actually y is greater than x, right? In this area y is greater than x. So what happens here actually? Now when y is greater than x, then minimum of x and y is equal to what? X. That means x plus x, suppose you are equating it to 1. That means 2x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1 by 2. Right? So x is equal to 1 by 2. So then what will happen? It will be straight line. Sorry, it has to be parallel. ठीक है, समझ में आया आपको? Similarly, when this is equal to 2, but in this region it will be 2. So here x is equal to be 2. Let's say 1. समझ में आया? So now can you see that this once you have done this, then you remove this line, remove this dots. Now whatever that you got, this is indifference curve. See, this indifference curve is a component of this your perfect complements, and this is some additional linear term. So this is like a composition of like perfect substitute and perfect complements. Therefore you see that there is two terms that are actually coming. So therefore you have to be very, very careful in this case. Correct? So this was what actually I am going to. But मैं जब आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम सेट्स दूंगा, उससे इससे और ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड दूंगा, तो आपको वहाँ पे दिमाग लगाना कि इसको कैसे सॉल्व करें. ठीक है? अगर कुछ आता है तो वो आप मुझे डायरेक्टली बोल सकते हो, लेकिन आई विल ट्राई टू गिव हार्ड प्रॉब्लम्स. राइट, ये हो गया, ये बहुत ही ईजी था. ठीक है, लेकिन ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट जो परफेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट वाला है उसमें आपको थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा देना पड़ेगा ध्यान. ठीक है, अभी हम चलते हैं बैट्स. ठीक है, बैट्स इजी है, बैट्स बहुत सारी इजी है एक्चुअली. बैट्स आर एक्चुअली वेरी इजी. बैट्स में क्या होता है, bats. ठीक है, bats. What is bats? Like suppose your utility function is I like x, but I don't like y. I hate y. I like x, but I like y. So in that case, what will be utility function? The same step you have to follow. Like you have to follow x minus y square equal to 1. First to equate it equal to 1. Then you will get to y equal to plus minus square root of x minus 1, right? Right, 1. So if you plot it, so it will be like this. After x is equal to 0, after x is equal to 1, it is 0, right? Here. Now if you make it 2, if you make equal to 2, then it will be like, if you are making it 2, then at x2 equal to 0, 3, like this. That means you are coming to this side. That means, because this is your x, this is your y, you don't like y, but you like x. So therefore, higher you go to this side, because you don't come to this side, higher you go to this side, you are actually having better utility. Are you getting? So this is very easy actually. Once you have given the mathematical format for that, then you will be able to derive the indifference curves. Now I go to the neutrals. And I will go to the neutrals. So in the neutrals, what happens? Your utility depends only on one good. It does not depend on y. It does not depend on y. So here, if you see this is x, this is y, then if you equate it, x is equal to 1 first, then you get x is equal to 1 by a. This is 1 by a. If you equate it equal to 2, then you get 2 by a, 3 by a, 4 by a, like this. Right? So higher you go to this side, you are getting higher utility, but it doesn't matter whatever the y you have. Correct? So that is the most important thing that you need to learn. Okay? So this is about neutrals. Another thing that is I'm going to teach you here is like, if you have a saturated preference, right? If you have a saturated preference. What is saturated preference? So here suppose it is 2, right? And you have a point, suppose 5, and you have a point, suppose 5. So that this 5 are the best points where you get the highest utility. 5 are the best points where you get you get the highest utility. So in that case, what will happen? How your utility function will look? Because at the 5 you are getting higher utility 20. Otherwise, you will always get this. So in this case, what you have to do? Always remember, 5 this is the point where you will get the highest utility. If you deviate, like, then what you have to do here is you have to draw 2 lines like this. Now if x is greater than 5 and y is greater than 5, then this goes to like this. Right, if x is greater than 5 and y is greater than 5, then this is positive, and this is a modular sign. So your utility function becomes x minus 5, 20 minus x minus 5 minus y minus 5 equal to 0, which says that your y plus x is equal to 10. 10? No, it is 30. Right, it is 30. Yeah, so minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus, this becomes 30. So exactly, so y plus x is equal to 30. So like this, if I am making my utility equal to 1, then this becomes 29. This becomes 29. So if you plot this line, so for which condition? If x is greater than 5 and y is greater than 5. If x is greater than 5, y is greater than 5, you are getting this equation. For 1, this line is what? See, this is x is greater than 5, y is greater than 5. This line. Now if you make it 2, then it will be 28. Correct? If you make it 2, if you solve this, it will become 28. Like this. If you make 3, it will be like this. Are you getting? Now, if I do exactly the same thing, but what I will take another condition where x is less than 5, but y is greater than 5. X is less than 5, y is greater than 5. This one, this again. So if this x is less than 5, then this will be negative term. So the utility will be w minus, it will be plus. So it will be 5 minus x minus y minus 5 equal to 1. So this will be your y will be minus 5 plus 5, they will cancel, y will go to this side and x will remain. This will be 20 minus x. So y is a term, this is y positive, right? This is positive. So this is equal to 1. So it will be 19. It will be 19. So this line will be like this. If you make it 2, because this is positive slope, right? Positive slope. If you make it 2, then this will be 18, like this. If you make it 3, it will be 17, like this. Similarly, if you go on doing it, these conditions, right? If you go on doing like these conditions, the third condition that you have to do is x is less than 5 and y is also less than 5, this line. So in that case, you will get first line is like this, second line is like this, first 2, third is like this. And if you take the fourth condition, where x is greater than 5 but y is less than 5, this you will get like this for 1, for 2, this is for 3. Then once you do this, you remove this horizontal lines that you have plotted earlier, this axis lines. Yeah. So now whatever you get here, now that tells that this is the indifference curves of a saturated preference. Okay, this is the indifference curve of saturated preference. So in this lecture, actually, I told you what are the main techniques that you can use in you can draw the indifference curves of different preferences. Okay, so अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं, और आप मुझे कोई सवाल है तो आप मुझे पूछ सकते हैं. I will just update those this lectures already put in the YouTube. पर इसके साथ साथ मैं आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम सेट भी दूंगा. अगर आप कोई एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन कर, पर्टिकुलरली MA इन इकोनॉमिक्स फॉर IGIDR या दिल्ली स्कूल JNU, आप इसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. उसको इस पर क्या होता है, आपकी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है वो आपको अच्छे से हो जाता है कि इंडिफरेंस कर्व क्या है एंड हाउ टू डिराइव इट. ओके, चलिए. सो थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. हैव अ नाइस वीकेंड. Good luck, all the best. Thank you.